makes it more effective. So obviously I would want to see you guys more often in the classroom. Okay, I requested Mommy for sending Kiana to the classroom. This classroom cannot be empty. Vivan comes, but today he is enjoying donut, that's why he is joining online. Okay, it's okay, that's fine. But yeah, try coming to the classroom as much as you can, because that establishes a very good connect between the teacher and the student. You know, I know Om cannot come to the classroom. He has to travel all the way from Pennsylvania to Dallas. That's not possible. But yeah, kids who are living in and around where we are, where I am, I would certainly want to see you guys more often in the classroom. Like we have Greta in the classroom right now. I'm waiting for Havisha and.
I don't think Havisha might come. She wasn't here at school today.
Let's see. So now the question is, what is that we are going to learn today? Yaganya, can you hear me okay, beta? Oh, wonderful. Good to hear you. I was not able to hear you for quite some time. And some of you who don't know, Yaganya is among those few kids with whom I started teaching actually. So she's been with me for some time. She took a break and she's back. Alright. So let me quickly check what is that we are planning to do today. So today we are going to learn about inequalities and understand two-step equation word problems. Two-step equation related word problems. Now you guys will say, what is two-step and what is word problem? It's nothing but an equation. You have a statement given to you, a word problem. How do you decode that and solve it? That's what we're going to do. So it's going to be more of a approach that will derive or define for solving word problems. But net, it's not going to be something very new or something very unique. But we'll talk about inequalities. That is a concept that should be something that would be interesting that you might find. So let me start with the fact, what is your understanding of inequality? What do you guys know about it? Tell me some story. Havisha.
Sir, I'll be there in 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay, till that time you will hear me on air. Okay, alright. So today we are going to talk about inequality and we'll solve few two-step word problems on equations. So my first question to you guys is, what is your understanding of inequality? What do you know about it? Yep, yes, Vivan, go ahead.
So, what inequality is, it is kind of similar to like solving linear equation, but instead of an equal sign, there's a less equal to, greater equal to, greater or less.
Okay. That was a very deep description of it. Yes, Yaganya, go ahead. I'll complete that. Yaganya, go ahead.
And inequality is an expression with like greater than or less than or something like not equal to each other. Like the values are not equal.
Okay. Yeah.
So like an inequality is like it's like the greater than, less than, and then there's like equal, I forgot what it's called. But like,
Greater than equal to, not less than equal to.
yeah.
Okay.
And then you use those in the equation to find the of course answer, but like you had to flip it, or like it could be opened or closed like that.
Okay. Om, any initial thoughts around it? Inequality? So let me do one thing. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, when solving an inequality, you always must, when moving stuff around from one side of the sign to the other, you can move signs around. You can move numbers and variables around, just like linear equations. But when you move something, the sign, like the less than and greater
Okay, so that was again quite deep for somebody of my intelligence level. So I was trying to relate to it. I will break it into smaller pieces like I always do. I will keep on peeling out the onions. That's one thing I enjoy. So again, you guys are right with your description, but let me put that in a very simple, easy way. Okay. Now, let me start with English. Don't worry about taking notes. Have I started recording it? Let me check. Yeah, I did. So, let's start with English first. Efficient, inefficient. Efficient is productive, inefficient is non-productive. Not same as this. So when you put an in the beginning, that changes the meaning to reverse of it. Similarly, equality is a behavior, is a situation which says two things are equal. When I put an in before that, that reverses the meaning of it. Here you are saying two things are equal, here you are saying they are not equal. Now there are different ways you can describe that inequality. Obviously, greater than is not equal, less than is not equal, greater than equal to also is not equal, because you have two situations. Less than equal to also is not equal. So you guys gave a right definition, there's no denying that. I am not disagreeing with any of your definition. But due to my limitation in the upper compartment, I am looking at it in a very simple way. Efficient and inefficient are just reverse of it. Equality and inequality are also reverse of it. Equality represents when things are equal. This represents when they are not equal. Now this is the mathematical interpretation out of it. Everybody okay so far? Yeah? Now, let me take it to the next level. And would request everybody to keep their videos on unless you think that you cannot. There is a serious problem. Okay? I don't know how to define the serious problem. But I would request you guys to keep your video on because that makes me super happy. I'm sure you guys would want to make a teacher happy. Okay? Happy as in, it helps me connect with you guys better. When I look into your eyes, you look into my eyes, you would know whether I'm making sense or you're making sense. Otherwise, it is left to assumptions. Now, let's go back to what we were dealing with in the last class. I have an equation, x plus y equal to 5. It's a simple equation where I have two variables, x and y. Kian, is that okay with us so far? I hope I'm not making it complicated for anybody. I'm sorry, no, I was checking. I'm checking myself, I'm not checking you guys, I'm checking myself. Am I making sense so far or not? That's the reason for asking the question. Okay. Havisha, okay? Okay. So,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Suchit, you'll be surprised to know that till 10 years ago, I had a boss named Suchit. His name was Suchit Mohanty. So that's why your name is quite familiar to me.
Oh.
Okay, so coming back to this one, this is an equation where I have two variables, x and y. Okay, now what it means is these two variables have an agreement, meaning value of x and value of y together will make 5. Okay, so if I make value of, so let's look at some combinations of x and y. When this is x and this is y. When x is 1, y is 4.
Oh, yeah.
When x is 2, y is 3. They are adding up to become 5. If you want to play with it more, when x is 0, y is 5. So, now you have different combination of x and y values. And when you go back to this coordinate plane, you are trying to visualize this. What exactly is this line doing for us? When x is, When x is 1, y is 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When x is 1, y is 4. So when x is 1, y is 4. This is 1 point. When x is 2, y is 3. When x is 2, y is 3. This is second point. And some of you who are getting bored, I promise this boredom will be over soon. 0, and x is 0, y is 5. And x is 0, y is 5. This is the third point. So when I connect these points, this draws a straight line for us. Okay? And we would have discussed, right, that when you have an equation where the maximum power to the variable is 1, it's called a linear equation, and that's what we are seeing. This whole equation is drawing us a straight line. Okay? And what this line means, that every point on the line, if you pick this point also has some x and y value. That x and y value will add up to become 5. If you pick this point will also have some x and y value. Add up the x and y value, it will get you 5. So every point on this line is satisfying this equation. That is why this line is representing this equation. Does it make sense or not? So far? Om, Yaganya, Suchit, Kian, Vivan, yes, Om.
Shouldn't 4 be on x and 1 be on y?
Both are situations possible. See, I have no bias here because this equation says that x and y value together has to give me a 5. Okay, so if x is 1, then y is 4. If I get a little more playful and I want to say, okay, what about when x is 4? If x is 4, 4 plus this will be 1. That will make it 5. So you are right with your point, but what I am saying is, we are not limited or constrained by what all value you can have. They will keep on changing their value. X, for every value of x, y will adjust its value such that it abides by this equation. Yeah?
Okay. Yeah.
So, there are a lot of interesting stuff. I can talk about this poor looking linear equation for 2 hours. Now I'll tell you why. So let's understand it. This was a linear equation because maximum power to the variable is 1. And if I tried making you believe that this is a linear equation, this is a proof of it. We just picked some points, tried connecting those points, and this drew a line for us. That's why it's called linear equation. Now this line can go as far as possible, right? If I had a bigger board, I can keep on stretching this line. If I get even more excited, I can go to the second floor and keep stretching this line. Yeah? So line doesn't have a fixed length. It can go as far as you can think of. Meaning, this equation is talking about infinite possibilities of x and y combination. Just by one equation, you cannot get one answer. Just by one equation with 2 variables, you cannot get one answer. Because you are getting all possible combinations. It's like I'm asking you, which sweet do you like? And your answer is, I like gulab jamun, I like rasgulla, I like motichur laddu, I like kaju barfi, I like jalebi, whatnot. You are giving me all options. You are not giving me that one answer. You are not telling me that I like motichur laddu. Okay? You are giving me all possible options. So with one equation with 2 variables, I am getting all possible combination of x and y values, but no one answer. Come on in. Everybody in. Okay? So the story that I was telling was, so Marco, you are a little late, but today we are talking about inequality and we'll do some word problems. Okay? So here, I just picked up an equation. Okay? You guys are not upset with me, right? I'm saying you guys are not upset with me, right?
Yeah.
Marco is looking sad. Havisha was looking quiet. So that gets me worried. If my kids are not happy with doing math, That gets me worried. Okay, so this was the equation. What I was telling was that this equation is a linear equation that drew a line for us, and every point in this line on this line is a solution
A solution?
or a possible x and y combination. So I was looking for one solution, and I don't know if somebody is so very jobless to count how many points we have on this line itself. Infinite. So what I'm trying to say here is, with one equation with two variables, you don't get one solution, you get millions or billions or trillions or gazillions of solution possible. Okay? Now, at every point, every solution that I talk about, it is nothing but the x and y value in the coordinate plane, and that x and y value, when you add, you'll only get 5. Okay? Now, what is that I'm trying to say here? I'm trying to say, with one linear equation with two variables or more than one variables, you will not get one solution, you will get infinite number of solutions. Okay? So how do we get to one solution then? Any idea?
By simplifying it?
The problem is, we have already simplified, we got all the possible values here.
Oh, by using, wait, what was the question?
I'm saying I have one linear equation, I got infinite combination of x and y values. So I have no one value which says x equal to this and y equal to this. What do I do to get to that?
You could either like,
You guys need to be a little more creative. Let's see who gets creative. Oh, what do you think? Did you hear the question? Let me repeat my question one more time, then I'll come to everybody. I'm saying that with a one linear equation, we could see the different possible combinations, and I joined that and stretched that as a line. And from that, what we are interpreting is every point on this line is satisfying this condition. So every point is giving me the value of x and y, but it's not telling me which one is the only answer. And it will never give me the answer. It gives me infinite number of answers.
yeah.
What do I do to get one answer, one value for x and y? Yes.
By using like the inequality.
No. Vivan, what is cooking up? What is in dinner? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not interested in, I'm saying what is there in dinner? What is cooking up? No, dinner is not the question. I'm saying what is cooking up in your mind, not in the kitchen. How do you get one answer, one value for x and y? Suchit, any thought? Oh, Jaganya, Kian. Yeah.
You can pick a pair of numbers.
That is one possible answer, but is that the only answer? No. Because if I am picking this point, say, okay, this x value is 3.5 and y value is 1.5, this is my answer. If I do that, this point will get upset, this point will get upset, this point will also get upset. Will get super angry with me.
You could do it.
Yes, Om.
Maybe find the slope intercept.
That will also tell you the behavior of the line. It doesn't give you the solution. Now, okay, so what I meant by that question was,
Negatives.
nope. I drew another line and both the lines meet at this point.
Oh, so
And-
that's the middle point.
So not the middle point, both the lines are meeting at one point which has again x and y value, right? Because in the coordinate plane. And that x and y value satisfies this line and satisfies this line also. That becomes a solution. So what I'm trying to say is, if you have two equations if you are trying to solve for two variables, you need at least two equations. And you are seeing a visual of it. To solve for two variables, you need two equations. Does it make sense or does it make sense?
Makes sense, sir, because otherwise then there's multiple possible answers for x and y.
Correct.
If you want to narrow it down to one answer, you need to have two equations.
Exactly. You are trying to find out the middle ground.
Wait, why do we have two equations? I don't get that.
If you don't have two equations, you're talking about infinite possibilities.
Oh, okay, never mind. I got
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
You are trying to nail it down. Whether this is the right answer, this is the right answer, this is the right answer. And then you need another line that intersects this line, and that point will have a common value for x and y, which will satisfy this and satisfy this. Because this point is falling on this line, so this will follow this contract, and also falling on this line, so this will follow this contract also. So the takeaway here is, if you are trying to solve for two variables, you need two equations. If you want to solve for one variable, how many equations you need? Only one. If I am trying to solve for x plus 10 equal to 20, this equation has only one variable.
Yes.
One equation is enough. When you try to say x minus y equal to 3, only trying to solve for x and y both with one equation, you cannot do that. You need as many equations, and that is what we saw. If you have two variables, you need two equations so that these two lines will intersect somewhere and you will find a solution for it. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Om, Jaganya,
Yes,
Suchit,
sir.
Suchit. Alright, so if let's say I wake you guys up at 4:45 in the morning and I say, okay, I have one equation with three variables, can you solve for it? You'll just close your eyes, say, okay, you go to sleep. You need at least three equations, because if there are three variables, I need three equations. If you have two variables, I need two equations. That's a deal.
How do we do it with the three variables?
That I will teach you when I have little more gray hairs, meaning when you guys go to higher school. Okay? So equation with three variables, we'll deal with it later. We'll deal with up to two variables in next few classes. Okay? Is that okay? Yes, Kian.
So did we already do equations with two variables?
We did.
Like we multiply one of the equations so that we can.
What is that called?
out-
What is that called?
I forgot what it's called, sir.
That's why we'll do it again. No. There are two ways of doing it. Yes, Om.
Oh yeah, so that distributive property.
A distributive property we learned in the last class, that was only to expand an equation by distributing
It's
the.
called the substitution method and elimination method.
Yes. These are the key words that you can remember, but when we try solving for it, we will do that in a much more comprehensive, easier way. Okay. So when you have two variables to solve for, you would need two equations, and there are methods that we can use. They are called method of elimination and method of substitution, but we are not going to talk about that today. I don't want you guys to deal with that, at least for today. What we're going to do today is, we'll talk about inequality, and we just touch the tip of the iceberg.
So are we gonna like shorten the graphs, or are we gonna do like the problems with the inequalities?
That is a secret. You will see me do it. Okay, don't worry about it. So now, all that we talked about, I will take the same equation, x plus y, instead of saying equal to 5, I change my mind.
Oh, fine.
I change my mind. And when you had this equation, what you did was you put a coordinate plane 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when you are dealing with x plus y equal to 5, what you did was you created this table with x and y values. So, Marco, this is something that you missed probably. So when I have an equation, okay, this is like a deal. This is like a deal between you and me, okay, you are my neighbor here. So what is the deal we have? We have a deal that, okay, you will park your car in your parking space, I will park my car in my parking space. That's the deal we have. You will never find me parking my car in your parking space, right? That's an agreement. Likewise, this equation is also nothing but an agreement between the variables. What is the agreement? X and y are two variables. They have struck a deal saying, you know what? my value and your value together will be 5. So now they are playing with it. X says, okay, how about my value being 1? Y says, don't worry, I'll bump up my value to 4 so that we are together 5. Yeah? X says, okay, how about my value being 0? Y says, I don't mind, I'll bump up my value to 5 so that together we are 5. Yeah? X is saying, how about my value being 8? Y says, I don't care, I will put my value as -3 so that together we are 5. Yeah? So, and X and Y can be as playful. Now Y says, okay, my turn to take revenge. How about my value being 6? X says, okay, I can change to -1 so that together we are 5. Yeah? So when you look at any equation, it's a deal within the variables. It's a contract. They have agreed for this outcome. Okay? That's how I look at equations. Yeah.
For like, never mind.
So again, equations will get little complicated. You will see after few years, you will see me talking about x plus y, x plus 10 to the power 3 into, divided by x square minus 100 into y plus 5 equal to 70. And this will look scary. I will say I don't mind. For me, it's a very cute looking equation where x and y have this agreement to get this output. That's how I look at it. I will not stress out myself by looking at the power and everything. It is just a deal, right? Like in every season, right, we have a deal. In summers, I will not put on woolen clothes. That's a deal I have with the weather. If you see me roaming around with fluffy jacket in peak summer in August, it's going to be fun. So anyways, let's keep that summer thing aside. But what I'm saying is, for me, regardless of the power and all, it's an agreement between the variables. Now, when I had this, we are saying, okay, fine, let's try plotting it. When x is 1, y is 4. And you guys must be thinking that this teacher is repeating everything that he did just 5 minutes ago. And I'm doing it for a purpose. When x is 0, y is 5. When x is 8, 6, 7, 8. When x is 8, y is -3. So this is -1, -2, -3. And this one. So you will see that this is the line I'm drawing. Yeah, this is a linear equation. But our job was not that. We had to draw it for x plus y is greater than 5. Every point on this line is satisfying this condition. So if I am talking about this, I am certainly not talking about this line. I am talking about something which is not for this line. This is just a reference point for me. Am I talking about point here or point here? Yep, you have raised your hand and I did not respond to you. You were saying something? No. Okay. So now x plus y is greater than 5. What you saw me drawing here, this line was for x plus y equal to 5. Now I'm saying this line represents only x plus y equal to 5. But we have to draw for x plus y greater than 5. What I'm talking about? Yeah.
You have to make x plus y, like whatever x plus y equals to, greater than 5. So it could be like 6, and then anything above 6.
Okay.
Anything above 5. My bad.
Above 5. Okay. Yaganya, Om, Suchit, Vivan, what is cooking up? Tell me. What is going in your mind? What I'm supposed to draw here? I have drawn this line which is for x plus y equal to 5, but I had to draw for x plus y greater than 5. What am I talking about? Yep. Go ahead, Suchit.
I had a question I forgot to ask. What do you mean by like 5? Like y or x? Like
x plus y together is greater than 5.
Yeah, but where is 5?
Value of x and value of y, add them together, it has to be greater than 5. So when I was doing this table thing, I was saying when x plus y is equal to 5, I assumed value of x equal to 1, and I found out, okay, when x is 1, y has to be 4. That is how this will be together 5.
Okay, so like you have to, okay, so it's based on the points and it also has to be going through both of the 5s.
Right. No, not going through the 5. I'm saying sum of x and y has to be 5 when this is equal to. Right now I'm talking about x plus y greater than 5. So,
Oh, okay, so I get the value, like the rate of change.
yeah, correct.
So then you have to make like a little like a line that I don't know how to explain it, if it's wider or steeper.
Okay, so now here's the clue. Om, any thoughts, beta? You're thinking something? Yaganya, Kian?
I'm just confused.
Okay, let me start with this point. So if I had equal to as an equation, it was drawing a line for us. That part is clear to everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that clear, Jaganya? Now, I'm trying to find out x plus y is greater than 5. What is that I'm talking about? It is not going to be a line, that is given.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because x and y don't have fixed outcome.
Yeah.
X plus y 6 is also correct, x plus y 7 is also correct, x plus y 20 is also correct, but x plus y equal to minus 3 is not correct.
Wait, why is it not equal to -3?
Because it's
Minus 3 is not greater than 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah? So, it is not going to be a line, it's going to be a region. And you have to find out whether you're talking about the region above this line or below this line. Because this line is only valid for equal to 5. So if I'm talking about greater than 5, that means let's pick up a point here. Let's say I'm picking a point 4 and 3. So this point is 4, 3. X value is 4, y value is 3. 4 plus 3 is greater than 5. Oh, this looks to be correct. If I pick a line below this one, let's say I picked up this one, 3 and 1. 3 plus 1 is not greater than 5. So this region is not correct. So when you're talking about inequality, it tells you a region, not a line. Any and every point above this line here is going to satisfy this condition. So you're not talking about a line, you're talking about a region. Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Jaganya, Om, Suchit, Marco, not yet.
Yeah.
Kian, is it making sense, Kian? No.
Yes, it makes sense.
So, inequality, I put this line as dotted line because this is not included. If I put greater than equal to, that means this value is also included. Then this line will not be dotted line, it will be a solid line. So anything, everything above this is taken care. Yes, Vivan, you're saying something. Thumbs down means opportunity for me to explain one more time, or you have no doubt?
No, that was on accident. I was meant to press thumbs up.
Okay, that's okay. I mean, I keep digging problems, okay, for myself. To see if anybody in the class is not clear, I will explain one more time. Okay? So now let me give you guys one quick problem. And I told that we will talk about two-step word problems also, but we could not because I was probably talking a little too much.
Wait, so we're not doing the x plus y is more greater than 5.
Yeah.
We're not doing it.
No, so now I want you guys to say or solve this or wrap your head around this one. I'm saying 2x minus y less than
Wait,
7.
we're supposed to solve it?
Yeah. I want you guys to visualize this in a coordinate plane and tell me what region are we talking about.
And we're going to solve it.
Yeah.
Oh, we're supposed to solve it on that.
Uh-huh.
We're supposed to solve it on that.
So whatever we saw, right? I'm giving you guys a riddle to solve. 2x minus y less than 7. I want you guys to visualize this in a coordinate plane and tell me where exactly it's going to be. How would you visualize the solution for this, or how would you graph this in a coordinate plane? I mean, don't have to be perfect with your graph, but how do you approach this problem? So let me give you some clue here. So here, when you have, okay, you guys can look at what I'm doing. So when you have an inequality situation, okay, you will first assume that this is equal to, okay, and draw that line. Let's say whatever this line is.
You draw with that like without.
You draw the line first. And then, so you got a reference frame. Now, this is less than or greater than, it could be either above this or below this. That is what you will figure out by picking up any point below this and see if this satisfies this condition or not.
I'm confused. What?
No, I'm saying you have this to be graphed. You assume this to be equal to first, and that gives you a line. Okay. So this is certainly not falling on this line because there is no equal to sign.
Yeah.
So it has to be either a region above this or a region below this.
Well, we know it has to be below.
How do you derive that? Whether it's a region above this or below this?
Because of the sign.
No, you not go by the sign. That's what I'm trying to say. You'll always do a check. You'll randomly pick a point. Let's say if this is the point. Let's say this point. It is below this one. Let's put 0, 0. X equal to 0, y equal to 0. 0 is less than 7. Yes, this is correct. So then you'll say, okay, it includes the region below this line. You pick this point here, let's say 8, 10. 2 times 8 is 2 times 8 is 16, minus 10, 6 is less than 7.
Wait, why do we do 6? I mean,
No, I'm saying just.
Less than 16 greater than
16.
7, so it's
Okay.
the bottom.
Yeah, it's the bottom. Yeah. So basically, see.
It makes sense.
Okay, are you guys trying it, or everybody is kind of grappling with the problem right now?
I get it.
You got it?
no.
How about Vivan? What is going in your mind right now? Do you know how to visualize this graph? How would you approach this?
I'm still thinking, but I'm expecting it's going to go like positive side.
Okay. How about Yaganya? What is cooking up? Not in the kitchen, but in your mind.
I'm still trying to figure it out.
Okay, how about Om? Everybody is playing hide and seek with me except Kian right now. Keep your video on whenever you can. Okay? Om, what's going in your mind right now?
Sorry, sir. I'm above my garage right now, and the internet really isn't great.
Okay, that's fine. So my question to you was, you as in everybody, that how would you approach this problem?
Oh, by first, just drawing the graph, and then like imagine it was like an equal sign, like you said, and then you just draw the line, and then you see.
You figure out whether it's above or below by randomly picking up some points.
Yeah, and then you check if it's like greater than or like less than 7.
Okay. So I think whatever Vihita said, that is what would be our approach. Let me read it out for you guys. So whenever you have a you got the answer? Okay.
-3.
-3.
Oh, I just went down.
Okay. So that is not the answer. That just helps you determine whether you're talking about this region or you're talking about this region. That's it. So it's a 3-step process, okay? Whenever you're dealing with inequality, it is not going to draw a line for us. Okay? Kian, does that sound okay? When I have equality, it is a linear equation, it will draw a line for us. This is not equality. So this is not going to draw a line for us. Okay? So it's going to be a region. So how do we go about it is, first thing first, step 1. What you will do is, you will convert this equation into this form, equal to 7. Okay, this is step 1. You will assume this equation to be equal to and figure out what exactly it is drawing for us. So here, if this is equal to x, y, since we know that this is a linear equation, we'll just pick 2 points, okay? So when x equal to, let's say, 4, 2 times 4 is 8, 8 minus what will give me a 7? It will be 1. When x is equal to 5, 2 times 5 is 10, minus something will give me a 7. So that will be 3. Yep. So we got 2 points. Now, on this coordinate plane, we will identify what this equation draws for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When x is 4, y is 1. When x is 4, y is 1. This is my first point. When x is 5, y is 3. This is my second point. So my line is like this. Yes, Vivan.
So that means if x is positive 1, then y will equal negative 6?
No. Where did I change?
Because like if x is 1, then 2 times 1 will equal 2, and then 2 minus
Okay.
1 is...
Okay, no, that way you're saying, okay. Yeah, so I just randomly picked some convenient point for myself, okay?
Oh,
I mean, because it's a linear equation, so it will draw a line for me, so I just need 2 points. So I picked, okay, when x is 4, 2 times 4 is 8, minus something will give me a 7, so that has to be 1. When I picked x equal to 5, 5 times 2 is 10, minus something will give me a 7, that has to be 3. So got 2 points, connected them, and this is my line. Now, we are not here to draw this line. So this is just my reference frame. Now, we know that we are talking about 2x minus y is less than 7. So either I am talking about this region or I am talking about this region. I am talking about either the green region or I am talking about this red region. Okay, one of the two I have to pick. One is above this line, one is below this line. Which one is correct? So my equation was this: 2x minus y is less than 7. So I'll randomly pick some point this side to see if that satisfies this condition or not. So what I did was, let me pick up this point, this one under x-axis, 5, 0. So when I put x equal to 5, 2 times 5 is 10, minus 0, that is 10. 10 is not less than 7. So it cannot be below this. It means we are talking about a region above this. This one looks to be correct. Let's pick up another point to verify this. Let's pick this point, 0, 5. Meaning x is 0 and y is 5. 2 times 0 is 0, minus 5. This is minus 5. Minus 5 is less than 7. That is correct. So this red region is satisfying this condition. Now why I chose this option? People always think that okay, if it is greater than, it's above the line, if it's less than, it's below the line. That is not the case. You have to always see which one satisfies the condition. How would you validate it? And then you take it from there. Let me pause here for a few seconds and see if I am making sense or not. Marco, Rita, okay. Om, Vivan, Yaganya, Kian, Suchit. So many likes. I don't get this many likes on my video even. Okay, anyway. So I'm just kidding. Likes on my video when I upload the video on YouTube, right? I don't get this many likes. I don't know who all are watching the video or not.
Like is like when we understand it.
Okay. Yeah. So anyways, don't worry about it. So coming, I'm still not trying or aspiring to become a YouTuber. Don't worry about it. It's only for you guys. So here, coming to this one, what I was trying to convey was that whenever you have an inequality that you're dealing with, two things that should come to your mind. One is, it is not, okay, here. Whenever you're dealing with inequality, one thing that should come to your mind is, it's not going to draw a line for you, okay? And you're not going to make any assumption based on the greater than or less than sign. You will pick your point to decide which region is satisfying this condition. And try picking a point which is extreme. Pick something like 10, 5, 10, 0. So that there is no confusion left. If you are picking a point very close to this, you might get confused.
Okay.
Yeah? Make sense? So now, this was the only thing that I want to talk about when it comes to inequality. We saw what is meant by inequality, how it is different from equal to, and how equal to sign draws a line for a linear setup versus an inequality selecting a region. Okay? Now, we will talk about the two-step word problem for the equation.
A word problem?
Yeah? Word problems are my favorite.
I like just normal
I
Normally-
like multiple choices.
equations.
Yeah, no, and see, it's the thing is, word problems are those ghosts which will chase you very closely throughout your school. Okay? Word problems are something that you will come across regardless whether you like them or not. So, for next couple of classes, we will deal with word problems. I want you guys to get very, very, very familiar with word problems because that is the good.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Will our like assignments be about word problems or these things?
A mixed bag. A mixed bag.
Uh,
Because that's what I'm saying.
oh, another question.
Yep.
Will they also be about the what's those things called? The
Distributive property. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like this.
So, see, here's the thing. Whatever we do in the class, my assignments are aligning with those concepts, not to create stress for you guys, but to make sure that whatever we are learning in the class, we are able to apply those concepts. That's my only goal. And if I see somebody struggling with those, that gives me an opportunity to teach that one more time to make it easy. Yeah? Okay. So now, we are going to talk about word problems. Who's singing? Okay. Now, before we jump onto word problem, there is a magic wand that I want everybody to be aware of. And that magic wand comes with a story. Ran.
Yeah.
You are in a track and field event. Who wins the race? Who ran the best? Okay. Now,
Red.
R stands for read,
A stands for analyze.
analyze,
And N stands for just do it.
Nike.
Nike, which says just do it. And I'm not trying to do any promotion for Nike here. Nike will not even bother to pay me 20 cents, even if they see my video. I'm not that significant to Nike. But for us, it's a magic wand, and this will be the goat for us when it comes to solving word problems. I use the word goat, right? That's what you say.
Go.
Goat. Great of all times. So, this is the key that will help us deal with word problems. Okay? Meaning, when you have a word problem to deal with, read the question a couple of times, think about your plan, and then you try doing it. And you will see the merit in what I'm saying right now. So, I have not taught you guys how to deal with two-step word problems. Let me put one problem in front of you guys and see by applying RAN, are you able to solve it or not? So So we have exactly 9 minutes before the class gets over. So what I will do is, let me put one question. Yeah.
11 minutes. No, 10 minutes.
It's okay. Let's not. So I'm reading the question for you guys. Okay. Let's see. Everybody, pay attention. An electric company charges a certain rate per kilowatt hour of electricity used. Okay? An electric company charges a certain rate per kilowatt hour.
Kilowatt?
Kilowatt hour.
What's that?
KWH. Don't worry about it. For you, it's a term. Okay? I'm not going to go into the physics of it. So, an electric company charges a certain rate per kilowatt hour of electricity used and an administrative fee of 3.5. Certain rate for kilowatt hour and administrative fee. Fee of what? Of dollar 3.5.
Oh, wait, what? Okay.
Okay? Yeah.
Is that the fee for each kilowatt? Like
No, so I don't know anything about it. I'm only knowing what I am reading here. Okay, so let me read it one more time. An electric company charges a certain rate per kilowatt hour of electricity used and an administrative fee of $3.5.
Per kilo hour?
I don't know. I'm only knowing what I'm reading. Okay, so pay attention to what I'm saying. An electric company charges a certain rate per kilowatt hour of electricity used and an administrative fee of $3.5. The company charged Zhao, somebody named Zhao, $63.50 for using 800 kilowatt hour of electricity. So I'm reading both the sentences together. Hear me out carefully. An electric company charges a certain rate per kilowatt hour of electricity used and an administrative fee of $3.5.
So,
Hold it. Hear the question carefully, okay? Because during the exam you'll only have this question. So I'm kind of forcing you guys to leverage this, okay? Now, second line says a company charged Zhao $63.5 for using 800 kilowatt hours of electricity. Zhao uses the equation 63.25 equal to 800 times R plus 3.5 to represent the situation. What does the variable R represent in this equation? Now, yeah.
Can you please repeat the equation, please? Can you write the equation down?
63.25 equals 800 times R plus 3.5.
what's that?
So now hear the question. What does the variable R represent in this equation? And you are stressing out right now. You're not thinking.
I don't get it. I don't get the question.
Okay, so that's why. I will. Yep.
I think R represents the cost per kilowatt or cost
Okay.
per hour.
Okay, that is one answer. I'll let everybody think. So let me read that question bit, okay? So this is I'm doing something on purpose, okay? I was stopping you because I was wanting to enforce this one, reading the question multiple times. So let me read it one more time. And I will prove that when you read the question multiple times, your question becomes much easier. So let me read one more time and then see where we have something that is bothering us. Havisha, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Not upset with me, right? I stopped you, but that was purposeful, okay? An electric company charges a certain rate per kilowatt hour of electricity used, okay? And an administrative fee of $3.5. Okay, let me complete. The company charged Zhao 63.50 for using 800 kilowatt hours of electricity. Zhao used this equation 63.25 equal to 800 times R plus 3.5. The question is, what does the variable R represent in this equation? Yes.
I think R represents like the rate of the kWh.
Okay. What is going in your mind now?
I don't know.
I will read it one more time. I'll get you guys tired of this man theory, okay? And you will give me the answer, trust me. Okay, Vivan, Suchit, Yaganya, Om. What is going in your mind right now? What is R?
R will be like, if I pay like, how many like,
Okay, let me read the question one more time. And I'm kind of insisting on making you guys believe why this is important, okay? An electric company, take a sip of water if you want to refresh yourself. Okay, okay, an electric company charges
this
a.
per kilowatt hour.
I'm sorry?
R is per rate of kilowatt hour.
Okay, so that is, I still see some kids are thinking about it, so that's why I'm kind of re-emphasizing the importance of this one. An electric company charges a certain rate per kilowatt hour of electricity used and an administrative fee of $3.5. The company charged Zhao $63.5 for using 800 kilowatt hours of electricity. Zhao used this equation 63.25 equal to 800 times R plus 3.5. What does R represent?
No, I
here?
get the question. I just don't know how to solve it.
You are very close to giving me the answer. You are just not exploring that aspect of the question.
Is R the amount of hours?
I'm sorry?
Is R the amount of hours?
No.
Like, I know like what art is, and I'm trying to like get into numbers. That's what I'm trying to do.
No, so the problem is you are trying to solve it. Don't try solving it.
I thought we were supposed to.
You are not trying to solve it. The question says, what does R represent here?
Oh, okay. The hours.
Is R 0.25?
I'm not looking for answer. The question is simple. What does R represent here? I'm making you guys.
The hours of electricity
No.
per hour.
So I'll read one last time.
Wait,
Yeah.
the electricity used per hour.
Rate
The rate per hour.
rate per kilowatt hour.
What is kilowatt again?
kWh.
kWh.
Like what does it? Never mind.
Okay, so I'll read it now. I'll try solving it like a student. An electricity company charges a certain rate per kilowatt hour. So this is the rate. Okay, I drive car at 50 degrees centigrade. Doesn't make any sense, right? I don't drive car at 50 degrees centigrade. I drive at 60 miles per hour or 70 miles per hour. So there is a unit for measuring everything. So this one says electricity company charges a certain rate per kilowatt hour, okay, of electricity used. So they will say, okay, how many kilowatt hours of electricity you use, and based on that they charge, and an administrative fee of $3.5. When you go home, take the electricity bill for previous month, take a look at it, try to understand it, okay. So but anyways, so electricity company charges based on the kilowatt hours used and an administrative fee. And Zhao got a bill of $63.5 for using this many kilowatt hours. And he put that in the equation. So basically Zhao is trying to find out that $63 that I got bill for this many units, and this is the administrative, this is a fixed administrative fee. So that is why I was stopping you when you were saying, is it per kilowatt hour? No. This is administrative fee. This is for printing, for somebody who is doing the job. Yeah.
Wait, so isn't it supposed to be R plus 3.5 divided by 800?
No. So this is the per unit charge. If you are
But
so
then if we times it, it would be like 3,000 something.
doesn't matter. So see, it's not that way. 800 kilowatt hours he used, and there's certain rate for that. Maybe 25 cents, maybe 30 cents, maybe 40 cents, whatever it is. So more you consume, more you will pay. There's a fixed rate for it.
So he used.
This many kilowatt hours. So whatever was the rate, that derived the total amount plus the fixed administrative charge, like for printing the bill, for sending the bill, for maintaining the website, whatnot. So that's what I was saying. When you go home today, you take a look at it. You will see that there is a fixed charge, and then they say, okay, you are this many units of electricity you consume, so your bill is this much. In summers, when the AC runs with full throttle, you end up consuming a lot more energy, and that is measured in kilowatt hours. Okay? Did that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now how we solve it.
So see, I know I got a little annoying when I was teaching it. I kept saying, okay, let's read it. Because the catch here is the same word problem. If you read it once, the difficulty level will be something. If you read it twice, you will see the difficulty level is coming down. Read three times, you'll see it becomes more clear. So just by reading the problem couple of times, you will see your problem's difficulty level is coming down. So that is why I was stopping you guys on purpose, because I was wanting to convey this to all my kids that yes, this helps. Make sense?
Yeah.
Now you know why your teacher was sounding bad today. Yeah. So get in the habit of reading the problem, think about how you're going to solve it, then Nike will do all the magic for you. Alright? With that being said, I will let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of the evening, and we'll hunt you again soon. Bye bye. Good night. Bye bye. Bye bye. Good night. Bye everyone. Bye home.
I'll get it.
It's okay. Let me first turn this off.